want to talk about Tommy Tuberville, who won a primary against Jeff Sessions, who was a former attorney general and won off of name recognition just like 6 years ago. But recruiting, and jokes. I'm telling you. All that's coming up after the bumper.
Don't be cornering me. Hold up. Time. You gotta help me with that corner shit.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always college football related, sports related. We have a good time today. I want to talk about Tommy Tuberville, who won a primary runoff against Jeff Sessions, who was so popular in 2014 that he ran unopposed for the same Senate seat, right? Now, with the president behind him, Tommy Tuberville is going to face Doug Jones, who's white, drag me, who's white, for the Senate seat in Alabama. And Democrats are really into this one. And then the politics are the politics, right? But when college football and politics collide and you get sports websites covering an Alabama Senate primary, yeah, you're going to get my interest as well. But I'm here for the jokes because on Twitter, this was a doozy. We have the Alabama Democrats Twitter account, which has already decided to start trying to drag Tommy Tuberville's record, not on his politics, but on his football coaching record, which I love, right? So check this out. First tweet here. He lost his last Iron Bowl 36-0. Collects millions of dollars in pension money from hardworking Alabamians and built investors based on their trust in his investment advice. Tubbs, Doug's gonna run through you like Fred Talley at an 11 a.m. Jefferson Pilot game. One Alabama. Wow. My God. We're already coming out with the Iron Bowl shade. All right, here's another one. Oh my God. Tommy Tuberville said he'd leave Ole Miss in a pine box. Days later, he left for Auburn. Never told his players goodbye. At Auburn, he had a wandering eye every year. At Texas Tech, he ditched a recruit during dinner to leave for Cincinnati. Wonder who's lying now. Like, these are recruit stories and these are coach stories. These is the stuff that I actually wanted to do this channel for. These stories are legendary and awesome. And in recruiting circles, college football, we know them. But watching how politics is just figuring out who Tommy Tuberville is as coach, I find it to be wildly fascinating. All right, here's another one. Senator Jones got justice for 4 little girls murdered during church by the Klan. Ooh, wow. All right, that got heavy real quick. Tommy Tuberville thought a 1-game suspension was enough when one of his players raped a little girl. Wow! Goodness! He says, which one cares about your daughter's future? And then leaves a link to a story about it. Goodness me. All right, another one. You scared of your own shadow. Can an incumbent Democratic senator win in a red state? Us, ready to storm hell with a super soaker. Tuberville couldn't score a TD for 2 weeks with 4 first-rounders on his offense. He lost to Vanderbilt. This is awesome. I love that this is happening because all of this stuff is true. And yet it doesn't seem to matter. I know that there have been other prominent sports figures that get into politics, right? I mean, Jesse the Body Ventura went from pro wrestling to being governor of Minnesota and called XFL games while he was governor. Also, we got Anthony Gonzalez, who was a first-round draft pick at wide receiver out of Ohio State, ran for office in Ohio and won. You know, like, there's a gang of this stuff out there. Bud Wilkinson went from being a college football coach to running for office. Win 47 straight. Yeah, guys like Prentice go on television and tell everybody how great you are as a coach, and that ought to be enough of a credential for you to be a politician. Look, the fact that a career football coach beat a career politician in a nationally watched Senate race cannot be underscored. That's where we are now. Like, football is a part of the fabric of America. So much so that Tommy Tuberville told the president on Air Force One, you're going to have a hard time if we don't play football this year. And that was really all I need to know about whether or not we playing football this year, both at the NFL, college level. High school, we'll see. But, like, if it's on national television or was on national television last year, I think it's going to be on national television this year, even as everybody's spending more money on coronavirus stuff. I mean, Iowa State said they're running up a tab about $73 million come August 20th, so they got to play football. I get all of that, but I'm here for the jokes, right? I'm here for Tommy Tuberville lost to my alma mater, okay? He lost to Tulsa. His last year at Cincinnati, the job he bolted for in the middle of a recruit dinner, he went 4-8. Lost to Tulsa. Look, I went to Tulsa for undergrad. I went to OU for the master's. I did some years at Oklahoma State pursuing a PhD in English, right? So can't nobody tell me nothing in this state, right? I'm a unicorn. That said, knowing that, I'm going to lord it over anybody who's riding for Tommy Tuberville for the rest of my life. But it doesn't get to it. That loss to Vanderbilt, when they said he lost to Vanderbilt, that was the first loss to Vanderbilt Auburn had suffered in 50 years. 5 decades. Like, I love all of this. And now people are really looking at this Alabama Democrat account, which has got a blue check mark, and I can't even get a blue check mark. I don't understand. And saying, yo, are you on the 247 message boards? Like, they're trying to find out who this person is. But these screenshots are amazing. And it comes on the heels of the night before the primary. The president goes on a conference call to boost Tommy Tuberville's credentials and to drag Jeff Sessions, guy that he made attorney general, but we'll get in, that's politics, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But point is, he gets in there, and the first thing that he starts talking about with Tommy Tuberville ain't his credentials. It's that Coach Tuberville beat Alabama. Beat him 6 times in a row is what he said. He actually did beat him 7 out of 10, and that was the reason Alabama said, Nick Saban, we can't keep living like this. We can't keep living like this. Get in here and fix this. We also don't talk enough about that 2004 Auburn football team that I think got shafted out of a national championship. It's really, really good. Putting it up against the 2012 Ohio State team that also didn't get to play in a bowl game because of postseason bowl bans, Jim Tressel and Terrell Pryor and all that jazz. That's the 1 year. But then Tommy Tuberville lost 3 games in a row. And it was such an eyesore for the school's biggest booster, Bobby Langham, that he went to Bobby Petrino and said, do you want to be the head coach at Auburn? And then Bobby Petrino was like, didn't Tommy Tuberville just go like 12-0 in Auburn? And he says, I'm tired of this dude. Do you want the job or not? To which I say, y'all know that the true senator that they want in Alabama would be Bobby Petrino, right? Win a bunch of football games, don't care about doing it, have a mistress on a motorcycle and fall off and come up with a neck brace and then lie about it, come back some years later and say, I'm sorry. Yep, that's who they are. Alabama politics all over the map. We got mayors resigning over Alabama football's Twitter account tweeting a Black Lives Matter video. What? Like, of all the inane, stupid stuff to resign your post over, even if you're probably not going to win re-election, that's weird to me. And I find this to all be fascinating and fun. All right, that's it for me. Deuces.